All right. Positive energy all the time. Good to see you all. Run those likes up and hit that new added hype button. Hype up this live stream. Hype up this video if you're watching later. And support the channel. Hope everybody had a great day. Uh, he says, salute Pharaoh in the chat tonight from New Jersey. Shout out to everybody in New Jersey. I asked myself this question. Why dudes be acting different on these chats? Very different than the past with social media for sure. It's crazy work. For sure. And because they're acting crazy in a chat on YouTube, now they're more and more people are doing it. The reason they don't do it on other social media, because you don't have to see it. And so if I post on Instagram, I don't have to look at the comments. If I post on Facebook, I don't have to look at the comments. If I just post a video on YouTube, I don't have to look at the comments. But with the live chat, you gotta see them. So it's an opportunity for them to be seen. And so they try to take the opportunity to be seen. It might be age related. They might be young. They might be young, they might be 18, 19, 20, 20, up to about 25. They might be young and a little immature. That's the only thing I could think of, or like some slight mental situations. Because you do have people that have like mental situations that's just argumentative. They just love to argue. You ever been in a relationship with somebody that just like love to argue? Have you ever been in that situation? It's crazy. I dated a young lady like that, and I didn't date her very long. My relationship life has been pretty much steady. I get with a woman and be with her for quite a while. I have broken up, but typically I would get with a queen and be with her for quite a while before we would break up. And I was fortunate not to have an argumentative situation. I have had situations where queens have kind of got a little, I don't know what word to use, maybe aggressive, like about a few days before their period come down, kind of. But typically, I've been able to avoid that. And I don't hang out with men like that. So I'm not sure what's going on with men and their association with each other too much. The only men I've been around a lot was when I was doing business. Like when I was in the music business, I spent a lot of hours with the rappers. We'd be in the studio all night and going to shows and stuff like that. They don't have a real relationship with men. I've been sat around with men a lot. And a lot of my time was around reggae bands and rastas that like to reason, but they don't argue too much. And when I was in the streets, I was around hustlers, and hustlers don't hang out too much. And so hustlers don't hang out too much. Matter of fact, hustlers don't be around nobody too much, probably their children and their wife the most. And they have to have a special wife because as a hustler, it's a very hard job, and you're not around your wife as much as she would like. And so it takes a special queen to deal with a street hustler. It takes a special lady. She's got to really be she's got the type of woman you have to be when you're a street hustler. She's got to be a fort holder downer. She got to be somebody that holds down the fort. They got those type of women that she gonna hold down the household. She gonna hold down the children. She gonna have the food. Make sure the food. She gonna make sure all of the house things are taken care of, the parenting and all that. That's the type of woman you have to be with when you're a street hustler. You can't be with a road runner. So you can't be with a woman that likes the club and stuff like that, because that's like a conflict of interest. But she can go out and have a good time, but she has to go to special chosen locations, uh, and mostly they hang out only with their family and with other women that are married to hustlers. So the hustlers' women hang out. And a lot of the places they go, they are automatically protected by our reputation in those places. So they're kind of like VIP, the places they go in. So we don't really have to worry about them because they're in a hustler environment, basically. Do you think any of the aggressive that women have come from us men and the way we treat some of them? I don't really know about aggression from women. I don't know much about that. But uh, if a man is with an aggressive woman, it's because he's feminine. He's feminine. There's no such thing as an aggressive woman on her own. Doesn't exist. That you're not going to come home and a woman's just aggressive. Not that I know of. Like, give me an example. Oh, and I come home and I come in the house and I got an aggressive woman. Like, what would happen? What would she do? Hey, sweetheart. Always a pleasure. Cutie pie. Give me an example because I really don't know. Women are not aggressive, and I've been with some pretty wild women, but I wouldn't say they were aggressive. So you have to give me an example. Anybody got an example of an aggressive situation with a woman? Because I don't have experience with aggressive women. If a woman is with you, it's because she likes you. Unless you're a trick and she's just with you for the money. But typically, if a woman is with you, it's because she loves you and she likes you. And a woman that likes you and loves you, she's not gonna mistreat you and be aggressive. She's mostly going to want your attention, basically. Now, if you're not giving her any attention, she might act a certain way to get your attention. But women are not aggressive. Women are do aggressive men. I'm not sure what context that would be in a relationship. Give me an example of an aggressive man in a relationship. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what an aggressive, I don't know what an aggressive man, I'm not sure how you would be aggressive in a relationship because it's not really an aggressive situation. And so the word aggressive, I can only relate that with chasing money. That's the only aggressive I know is chasing money. I can't think of no other kind of way I would be aggressive. I would only be aggressive trying to get the bag, trying to get money. But can somebody give me an example of how I would be aggressive naturally in life? Don't. Uh, Somebody give me some examples so I can answer some of these questions. Like how give me some examples. Then I might be able to see what you're saying. Like, how would I be aggressive? Like, it's me, my woman, we got a couple of children. Give me examples of what would be aggressive. Typically, for a man has to go make money. And typically when a man comes home, he goes down anyway. You just giving me words. I want you to give me an example. Because you say control, and you still got to give me an example. Controlling how? Aggressive how? Give me an example of what would be controlling. Because the word don't really mean nothing. The word controlling, what is that? What does that mean? I'm not sure how. Typically, you're not home enough to be controlling. And so if I'm out getting money and my wife is at home, uh, how can I be controlling? I'm not even home. And when I come home, I'm not really in the barking mood. I'm not in the mood to. I'm not really understanding. I can't see a. I can see a controlling boy, like high schooler or something. But as far as we talking a man, I can't see any examples. What would you be controlling? Like, and when you're in a relationship, there's nothing to control. Control what? You all are using words, but you ain't. I can't. Alden, unless you all give me examples of aggressive, I I keep saying the same thing. You got to give me an example. You just can't say aggressive woman. You got to give me examples. You have to give me an example. What is an example of an aggressive woman? Because if I had to, if I had to pick an example of an aggressive woman, it would be great because it would mean I would come home, she'd take her clothes off, push me on the bed, do all kind of sexy stuff, go run bath water, take me, put me in the bathtub in the shower. So to me, an aggressive woman is a good thing. Because the only, because it would be sexual. Now tell me what type of aggression y'all talking about, because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean by aggressive. Aggressive, like I don't understand. What is an aggressive woman? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to figure out, like, I come home, what could my wife do that you would call aggressive? Now, aggressive is it's only sexually. Only aggressive is good. Aggressive is she went out and she found some money somewhere. That what aggressive is good. She aggressive. She go get the bag. You know what I'm saying? She go get the bag. Like that's the only aggression I know. An aggressive woman would be a woman you come on. She done found a way to make it $3,000 a week. I can't think of no negative, aggressive woman. I'm trying though. I'm trying to think like what would be a negative, aggressive woman, and I can't really come up with anything that a woman would do that would be aggressive. What about loudmouth? I can't see no woman being loudmouth unless she's with a man that's an agitator. You're not going to come home and she just hollering. I've never seen a woman that's just a loudmouth. I never seen that either. I've been around situations where women was hollering, but it wasn't for nothing. It wasn't because they was a loudmouth. It was because they were had some issue that they were upset about. I wouldn't consider that a loudmouth if she's got an issue and she hollering about it. If But then I don't understand. Maybe it's me because the new young men, y'all ain't got no babies. So that might be, I don't have no understanding. It might just be you and a woman with no babies. So you might have a lot of you all might not be in normal relationships. So maybe that's why I don't understand. Because in a normal relationship, you having sex and she getting pregnant. And when a woman get pregnant and have children, she busy hollering at the children and running around behind the babies. And when the babies start going to school, that's why all her aggression, as far as hollering, that'll all be at the kids. All my mama's hollering was at me and my sister. She ain't had no room to holler at my daddy. She got two badass kids. She got two kids. Now we in a situation now where you brothers ain't got no babies. You 40 years old, so maybe you're talking about weird old relationships. But in a normal relationship, you're gonna have babies. You're gonna have sex. Sex equal to pregnancy. Pregnancy equals to her taking care of children. Ain't no woman got no 3-month baby hollering when you get home. Ain't no woman with no 6-month baby hollering when you get home. Ain't no woman that's trying to take care of babies hollering when you walk in the house. Not that I know of. She nurturing the baby, she taking care of the children and stuff like that. And once, if you got a son, once his ass get 4 years old, guess who getting hollered at? And so the internet has got like a lot of feminine stuff going on with men. It's really not really good for men if it wasn't for brothers like me over here. You know what I'm saying? Because you got men on the internet and they arguing with females on the internet. They on the internet. Part of their content is arguing with females. Who in the hell does that? Who? So these men on social media, they acting strange. They on social media arguing. You seen Corey and Antoine. You see that? Is that his name? You see that? Those is men. Those is full-grown, big old burly men on the internet, all out their body. Did you see that? That wasn't a disgrace. That wasn't a disgrace, Corey and the Antoine dude. That wasn't a disgrace. Grown men on this internet. Fake beefing. Corey Holcomb did the fake, I'm a gangster, say it to my face. Grown men. Neither one of them can run 3 blocks. If they get in a fight and it ain't over in 90 seconds, they're going to be breathing hard. They might even got to pull out their asthma pump in the middle of the fight. Ain't no way you ever going to get me on this social media disrespecting myself as a grown-ass man trying to fight nobody on this internet, argue with nobody on this internet, doing no girly behavior on this internet. I'm a man. You believe go to the left, I believe go to the right. We can talk about it. If you want to get disrespectful, let's just end the conversation. Because as a grown-ass man, I'm weighing out everything. And I'm not willing to go to prison over this conversation. So let's just end it. I'm not going to prison, dude. And a fight could turn to prison. You understand? Young men, you understand me? A fight could turn to prison. Because a fight, in the middle of the fight, you can go into a rage. You could, what old people used to call, you could lose your mind. Next thing you know, you done did something to this person and you done underlined them in the heat of the battle. So, no, we're not finna fight because we can't guarantee that a fight gonna stay a fight. No, I'm not gonna argue with you. No, I'm not gonna fight you. No, I don't want to see you because I don't want to go behind those walls. Period. I'm really that. I know how this go. Don't tell me you know gangster, because gangsters don't do shit for free. Gangsters get money. Stop trying to call a bully a gangster. Stop trying to call a hoodlum a gangster. There is no gangsters that wasn't in it for the money. And everybody you see in the gangster movies and in the gangster stuff wasn't gangsters. Only some of them was gangsters. Hitmen are not gangsters. They are hitmen. Al Capone is the gangster. You get out of line, he hires the hitmen. The hitmen are not gangsters. They're shooters. Gangsters get money. You can't show me no gangster family that ain't chasing the bag. Gangsters ain't tough. Gangsters don't do tough shit. Gangsters get money. And the reason they're considered gangsters is because a lot of the gangsters, right, are doing illegal things to get money. So tonight, I'm talking about how the internet is changing the behavior of men. The internet is damaging men. They going back and forth, arguing back and forth on the internet. Men don't argue back and forth open. I never seen my daddy arguing with no man. Where? I never seen my daddy on the phone arguing with no man. I never seen my mama on the phone arguing with no woman. Never in my life have I seen my family on the phone arguing with nobody. Y'all seen y'all mama on the phone arguing with somebody? If your mama's on the phone going off on somebody, it's her mama, her sister, it's another family member, they might be going back and forth. You ain't never seen your mom and daddy arguing with somebody they work with or something like that on no damn phone. We don't do that. We don't do that. And when we have family functions and the men get there and they start a little argument, they cut it off. If my dad and his brother go back and forth, they'll cut it off because they don't want to ruin the function. Black men, we don't do that. Black men don't be arguing. If I say go to the right, you say go to the left. I say, no, we're supposed to go to the right. You say, no, we're supposed to go to the right. You be like, I guess so. So what else is up? This is what we do. Black men curve it. Yeah, so what else is going on? What else is going on? That's what we do in real life. Have you ever seen a man, your daddy, your uncle, sit down, turn on the TV, and go to a show he hates? Have y'all ever seen a man do that? Let's say your daddy don't like soap operas. Have you ever seen your daddy come home, turn on the TV, turn on the soap opera, and talk about how much he can't stand soap operas? You ever seen a man watch something he don't like? Ever in your life, on his own? Not because somebody else watching and he gotta watch. Have you ever seen a man on his own turn on something he don't like and watch it? In the history of men in America. Say, give me a yes or a no. Have you ever known men to go and actually turn on something on the TV that they hate? Yes or no? Give me a yes or no, everybody in the chat. Let me make sure y'all up and functioning. Yes or no? Yes or no? You ever seen a man turn on something he can't hate? He can't stand. He can't stand it. He turn it on. But on social media, it's dudes that cannot stand me, and they come to every live. Now you tell me this internet ain't ruining men. You got full-grown men, don't like anything I say, and they click on and they can't stand me. Now you tell me the internet's not ruining men. Got men where they can't even go on with their life. They click on me. They can't stand me. They don't want to hear nothing I'm saying. And they click on to let me know they don't like me. They don't know what I'm talking about. They get up. Oh, here go Pharaoh. He don't never know what he talking about. He's stupid. He don't know what he talking about. Let me click on him. You know, this is unbelievable. Like Pharaoh don't know nothing. I can't stand him. He don't never know what he talking about. He dumb as hell. Everything he says wrong. Let me log in. Let me go log in and watch him say all this wrong stuff. And let him know again he wrong. You know, it's like, bro, you back? Bro, you don't even like me. Like, bro, you don't like me. Nothing I'm saying make no sense, and you keep logging in? Something wrong with them. That's what the internet doing to me. I ain't never clicked on nobody. I'll click on it. Who do that? Plus, men, we just don't dislike men. Like, I'm not going to get over here. I just don't like Malik. I just don't like Mr. Nice One. I just don't like you. I don't got no reason. I just can't stand another dude. We don't dislike stuff. We don't just dislike men like that. If you say you like the Buick, you say you like the Cadillac, we don't dislike you because you like the Buick. We don't be disliking like that. That's only the internet. We don't be disliking people. We don't be just disliking. Not no men. We might not hang around you, but we don't necessarily dislike you. We just don't see no benefit in hanging around you, but we just don't dislike like that. The average man don't got nothing more than one or two people that they dislike for serious reasons. Men, we don't just be disliking. We don't be disliking dudes that don't agree with us. We don't dislike dudes like that. Well, men do that at. A man already know everybody got different opinions. We already know that. Don't no man believe everybody believe what he say? What the hell? No real man believe everybody's supposed to believe what he say. So we don't dislike no dude for saying go to the left. We said go to the right. Your dude said go to the left. I said go to the right. That's not no big deal. If we don't like baseball, we don't turn it on. We don't sit up hollering about how we don't like baseball. We'll watch football when it come on. We don't care. We don't care. Like, men don't care. That's why we get along with women, because women care about a lot of stuff, and daddy don't give a damn. Daddy don't care. When daddy care? Mama care about a whole bunch of stuff. Daddy don't care. Mama the one, I want the blue carpet. Daddy like, whatever. He don't give a damn what color carpet she get. He gonna still walk on it. You know what I'm saying? Daddy don't give a damn what kind of couch she want to get or none of that. I ain't never seen no man. Men, we don't care how the house is decorated. We don't care. If your wife buy you a sweater, men, this is men. If your wife buy you a sweater you don't like, we don't care. We don't like it. We're going to say, thanks, babe. And we're going to hang it up. And we ain't going to never put it on. You know what I'm saying? That's real men. We're going to appreciate it. We're going to hang that bad boy up. And we ain't going to never put it on unless she say, why you don't put on the sweater I bought you and you going out with her and you'll put it on. But we don't care. We don't care. That's why we women and men get along, because she care and we don't. It's a perfect match. We let her do all the caring. You can't be no good husband if you cow. A good husband, whatever she say, you like, yeah, honey, yeah, honey, yeah, honey. You don't got no opinion. They're like, you ain't got no backbone. Boy, my backbone is for when we get in the bed. My backbone ain't for that. I use my backbone to put babies and women and to go to work and lift stuff and build stuff and to fix the house. That's what I use my backbone for. To fight, protect my family. That's why I use my backbone. I don't use my backbone on no argument. I don't call my mouth my backbone. My backbone is really my backbone, and it do backbone stuff. Men be trying to say you ain't got no backbone based on your mouth. Opposites attract. Well, yeah, opposites attract, but opposite men and women is opposite anyway. You show me a man that's really interested in how the house get decorated and his energy matches wife, I would tell that woman, watch your husband because he might cheat on you with a man. He might be on the down low because we don't have to be opposite because we are already opposites. She got a vagina, I got a penis. Duh. I put it in her. She take what I shoot. She make the baby. She shoot out the baby. I shoot in the baby making juice. She shoot out the baby. That's how it works. My job is to make sure she happy. That's it. I don't do happy. I hated that song. Don't worry, be happy. I don't do happy. What the hell is happy? I had a woman ask me, she says, Pharaoh, you not happy? I said, girl, listen, I'm not happy or gay. That's that. Pharaoh don't do happy. I don't do happy. The hell is happy? I got toxic masculinity. I don't like the word happy. It don't sound it sound feminine. I got issues. Something wrong with me. I don't like happy. You know, it sound feminine. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be happy. That don't sound right. But something wrong with me. So you can't go by me. I got something wrong with me. I don't like nothing feminine. I don't do happy. I don't do sexy. I'm not sexy. My woman gotta be sexy. I'm not sexy. You're not gonna see me dancing. I'm too sexy for my clothes. No, no. Pause. Time out. No, I'm not sexy. Yeah, I'm not sexy, ladies. I'm not sexy. I had a young lady tell me she want me to be sexy and all that. I said, I don't know why. You ain't gonna see me. You're gonna be face down, ass up. Don't worry about what I look like. You know, get your face down, get your ass up. You ain't gonna see too much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, when I with women, they don't get to see shit. You know, I'm just saying. I don't worry about what I look like. It's about what you look like. You're the stimulant. I'm not the stimulant. All my stimulation happens from physical throbbing. You stimulate with the breasts and the shape. You're the stimulant. I'm the responder to the stimulation. That's how that go. The women is the stimulant. And then I'm the responder to the stimulation. Basically, I'm not the stimulant. Girl, I'm not sexy. I got to be the same way all the time. I can't be sexy and a gorilla. So you want me to be sexy? Then we go to bed. You talking about Pharaoh? I think somebody broke in the house. Now I got to be unsexy and go down there with the shotgun. I got to stay shotgun ready because they might break in while we having sex. I got to always be a lion. I got to always be a lion. I can't take no time off. Men can't take no time off. It's always Action Jackson. We can't take no time off. Because we, the warriors, we defend the children and the wives and stuff. We the defenders of the family. We security. Security, do you turn off your burglar alarm? No, only when you get in the car. Well, I'm the burglar alarm. I'm security. They training these women that you want a soft man. So you chase a soft man. You listening to a soft man. Then you find out this Luther Vandross, he singing some bullshit. He ain't even singing to you. He done already told you any love. He done told you he want any love. He told you, but you ain't listening because he sounds sexy. That's how many of them R&B singers, Teddy Pendergrass, that's how they ran the game on the ladies because they wanted a sexy man. They ain't want no masculine singers. They want a sexy man, but he ain't even singing to you. He's sexy. He's singing to another man. So now you brainwash the woman, and they brainwash the woman that she want a sexy man. She want a cute man. She want a cute man. She want to smell like flowers. She want to put on a bunch of cologne and baby powder and shit. So after so long, you keep teaching the woman that she want a man with baby powder on his booty, and she say, you know what? I'm a lesbian. I want a woman. You turn her, because you telling her she need to like something that's like a lady. So she like, well, I might as well get with a real lady. Since you me and his bitches, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Tell me I'm wrong. If you gotta be all bitchy, she's gonna end up liking a woman. Because you training her to like the feminine. Tell me I'm lying. You training her to like feminine. Even to the point men wanted to have two women in the bed. And next thing he know, he come home and that girl he brought on to his wife to do that, he come home, miss a note on the bed, and she done ran off with the girl. She don't want to be with you no more. She want to be with the girl that you introduced into y'all bed. Tell me I'm lying. That's why porn is kind of, you know what I mean? Because you got to watch a dude. You know, when you watch a porn, you got to watch this dude. What's that doing to you? What's that doing to your mind? Watching him. That don't seem healthy psychologically. And the internet is bringing out all of this weird stuff in men. It's changing how men function. And men won't come on the internet and still function like men. They watching content creators they don't like. They arguing with females. They going back and forth with other dudes. They all on social media complaining about women. They have whole panels talking about women. What kind of man sit around and talk about women all day? That's the new thing. Talk about what's wrong with women. Women ain't this and women ain't that and women ain't this. What? Because every time men complain about women, what you saying is you ain't dominant no more. If you the man of the race and you saying the females is out of control, how that's not your fault? How you the man, but your female counterpart is out of order and you don't blame yourself? These men don't want to admit that one reason so many of these women they feel like they're out of order because you men is soft. That's why. It's not the women, it's the men. It's the men. How could you be dominant and complaining? You're supposed to be dominant. So you got to check yourself. And that is a fact. They don't need to put their foot down. They let me tell you something. The men is trying to compete against another man and he's acting feminine. It ain't got nothing to do with the women. He can't put his foot down because he got slippers on with no socks. He got on girl shoes. How he gonna put his foot down in girl shoes and flood high wires where you can see his ankles? Show me old school men where you could see their ankles, where they didn't have no strong men's shoes on, pants that go down to their shoes, and socks on. How a man with slip-on shoes and no socks on and high water floods, you could see his ankle. How he gonna control a woman when he dressed like a girl? How he gonna control a woman when he's a girl? Got the women thinking something wrong with the women. Ain't nothing wrong with the women. It's the men. It's the men. It's the men, Mila. It's not y'all. Y'all ain't doing nothing wrong. Because y'all can't do nothing unless the men allow it. Let's take another break. The women ain't doing nothing wrong. They doing what the men is allowing them to do. Y'all support the channel. We'll finish in a minute. There's no way a man could put his foot down in a feminine man society, Mila. So, Mila, if you my queen and you mad at me and you want me to do this and that, and I'm super masculine, I don't want to do it. Guess what? Another man gonna do it because he want to sleep behind me. He want to lick my DNA off of you, and you're gonna be able to go with him and have your way. But if all the men stood on business, there wouldn't be no other man for you to run to. But there's another man for a woman to run to because there's another man that's going to let her do whatever because all he want to do is sleep with her and he ain't standing on no type of business. That still go back to men. Men allow women to not have to listen to men because men want to sleep behind men. And a real man do not want to sleep behind no man. If I meet you and you broke up with your man 2 weeks ago and we started to talking and you feel like you like me, I'm gonna let that coochie air out though. I ain't going up in that. No, I'm not going up in you behind him. That coochie got to air out. So we might date for a couple weeks. At least give it 30 days. We get your ass in the tub and douche or something. But I don't want him on me. I don't want none of his DNA that's up in you on me. Because I might do anything because I'm extremely nasty. I ain't no holds barred when I'm having sex. So I got to make sure ain't none of his DNA on you. I'm going to just keep it real. This is adult entertainment, right? I just want to taste you. I don't want to taste him. I'm just trying to make your legs shiver and make you pass out. I'm not in it to taste him, so we got to get all his off of you so I could just have you. I just want your juices and your DNA. I don't want your baby daddy DNA and all that. I don't like your baby daddy. These men is going sleeping with some woman right behind the man and got all his DNA all in his mouth. Now when I see a man trying to chase my when I see a man trying to chase my woman, it spooked me because I think he trying to taste me. I think he like me. Why you trying to get with her right behind me? I might have sex with her last night. You wanna have sex with her the next night? Okay, Paul, that's a little feminine. Cause a real soldier, a real man, we don't want to sleep behind no man. That's why a lot of times with a man, if his wife cheat, the relationship over because he not gonna sleep with her again behind no man. He not gonna do it. He gonna pack his stuff. He gonna leave or she gonna leave because once she go out there and she sleep with another man, a real masculine man is not gonna sleep with her behind no other man. All interest for her, he gonna lose it. If you my woman and you cheat on me, you will not be sexy to me no more. You will not, you don't turn me on no more. I might still love you emotionally, but sexually, it's over. Because you're going to look defiled to me. You ain't going to have that same sacred vibe to me no more. That's a fact. Now you look defiled. Because somebody got to go up in you and they might squirt something up in you. We men. So when we with a woman, we leave everything there with her. We don't bring nothing back unless you get STDs. But a woman takes. So you didn't took in another man. Nah, you ain't my queen no more. I might still love you, but I don't want to be with you. This relationship is officially over. So that's a wrap. If we got children, I'll still help you because I ain't gonna let my children's mother be messed up. But we ain't gonna never. It ain't gonna never be no sensual vibe. That shit gone. Cause to me, you're gonna always look nasty. Cause you was just with me, then you was somebody else. Okay, you were bust down. You belong to the city. You belong to the night. You belong to the streets. This is over with. You not no queen or nothing no more. You a bust down. And many times when ladies make that mistake, That new dude don't want you behind me anyway. He just running up in you. But once you come back and say, okay, I'm not with him no more, I'm y'all yours. He like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I ain't say I want you to be all man. I was just trying to hit it. Now you single. He ain't gonna take you in like that. He don't want you. He got feminine attributes. The fact he already know you had a man and he wanted to sleep with you. He feminine. I don't want to sleep behind no dude. When I see a man with a woman, she do not look sexy to me. Only a single woman by herself looks sexy to me. A woman with a man do not attract me. Never have. Because I'm not getting attracted to something that for no reason. It was a waste of time. I'm not staring at no other man's woman and all that. That's ladies, when you see a man staring at another man's woman, that man is a weirdo. Don't ever go with no man that's Google eyeing a woman with another man. That's a loser. He's not masculine. He's not a dominant male. He's a feminine male. He's not dominant. Men that Google eye women with another man is not dominant. They're feminine. Because a dominant man is not really interested in looking at a woman that's taken. They looking for available women that's available to mate. It's mating. It's traditional. It's ancient. Now, in the wild animal world, yeah, a lion will go take a female lion from another lion, but them is animals. We men. We'll put a lion's head on the wall. A lion don't match me. A lion is beneath me. I'm the dominant species on this planet. Not no lion. The internet is feminizing men. The internet got men talking to other. I just seen Lil Baby and this one's with this one's woman. I said, ugh. She was with Dirk, and now she with Dude, and then you wanted to sleep with her too? What y'all think about that? Dirk X, she gonna be with Moneybag, and the baby sleep with her too. That ain't feminine. Well, you what? So you just sleeping behind dudes. No wonder them white dudes had the baby hugging on him like that. Because he feminine. Little baby. Not the baby, little baby. There's too many damn babies. He going sleeping with behind some dude. You know what I'm saying? Look. And he going to sleep behind all the women. Who do that? You going to sleep behind some dude. That's nasty. That's nasty. Like I said, I'll be with a woman that broke up with somebody, but we got to give it some time. You know, I don't got to sleep with no woman on the first date. We can hang out and stuff, but I don't want to sleep with her right behind her husband, though. Not like that. No, give it some time. Just like if it was my daughter. I would tell my daughter, no, don't just jump from man to man like that. Go, bathe and wash your coochie out for a while. I would tell my daughter that. I'd be like, girl, you can't do that like that, sweetheart. Anything, anything you deal with a woman, you're supposed to be willing to deal with that with your daughter. You want your daughter like that, jumping in and out of bed with men back to back like that? Your granddaughter? That's not clean for men or women. That's unclean. That's not clean. That's not clean. That's unclean. That's why we got so many STDs out, and eventually we're gonna have an STD that's gonna be horrible. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time for we're gonna have. Just a matter of time. And look, and you going to sleep behind all these brothers, but you dress like a girl, cause you really love the brothers. That's what's really going on. You really love the men. That's what's going on. You're infatuated with the men. Because who would do that? We ain't lost ourselves, man. We ain't lost ourselves. We don't, you know what I'm saying? This is what happened when they don't teach you masculinity. They don't teach you about kings and emperors and queens and empresses. Well, they don't give you that royal teaching. You just be a hood rat. On the internet is just uh, ruining the men. Y'all ain't noticed that the women do better on the internet than the men? Let's just talk about the black women. Y'all ever notice how strong the women is on the internet? The women are stronger than the men on the internet. You do not see the women beefing like that on the internet. You do not see the women is feminine, and you don't see women doing a bunch of feminine stuff on the internet. The main characters arguing and stuff back and forth is the men. The men. In the black community, the most famous sex that don't like each other is the men. We got some women beefing with some women, but the most famous sex for beefing with the same sex in the black community is the men. Tell me I'm lying. How many men beef going on right now? You can't even name them. I watched your brother Oskino. Every video he talking about some man. He talking about Gilly. He talking about this one. He talking about that one. Every day. I don't think he know that's a sissy fight. Oskino. Oskino. At first I was watching him. I got to stop watching him because I didn't know that was going to be a routine. I didn't know he was going to keep doing it. So I watched him complain about his situation with dudes from Philly and stuff. But now I've been watching him now for a couple months, and every video I click on, he got some dude name in his mouth. I'm like, okay, Oskino, you're moving like a B word. You know what I'm saying? That ain't, I don't know why you keep trying to act like you just super hustle and stuff like that. Every time I watch you, you got some dude's name in my mouth, in your mouth. Finesse 2 times. Him and Brazy all day. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like girls. Like girls. The internet. Like girls, y'all don't be seeing that? Because I be watching everything. I see everything. The internet ruining these men. Ruining them. I don't know if it's for views or they're addicted to the attention. I don't know what the hell it is. A lot of it, I think, is uneducated. So you ain't got nothing else to talk about. So the only way you're going to get somebody to watch your Instagram post or your YouTube is you got to have somebody else name in your mouth because you ain't interested and you're not intelligent. You ain't got no intelligent conversation. So you just making money off of talking about, off of looking like a girl. They all on the internet complaining about women. The men. They all on the internet complaining about women all day. They all on the internet crying on camera. They on camera crying. Bragging about sleeping with another man and telling everything they know. They gossip like girls. There go the list. Arguing with females. Going back and forth with another dude. Watching content creators they don't like. Complaining about women. Crying on camera. Bragging about sleeping with another man behind another man, and they tell everything they know. Men. I go live, and a masculine male that don't like me will come into the chat and let me know they watching me and they don't like me. Who in the hell do that? What world I'm living in where I'm clicking on some dude I don't like? If you a dude and then I get to I don't like you, I'll unsubscribe. I don't even want to see you come across my timeline because for what? I don't hate you. I'm just not interested. It's not like I hate you. I'm just not thinking about you. I'm not going to never watch nothing you say. So what's the purpose of getting notifications about you? I'm not finna watch you. Man, I can't stand this dude. The next day I watch you. I can't stand this dude. I'm going to just go on with my life. I don't really got nothing against you. I'm masculine. I don't got nothing against you. You just ain't my cup of tea. I'm just not interested. I don't dislike you. I'm just not interested. That's all. Ain't no beef or nothing. I'm not going to make 1,000 videos about you and stuff like that. I'm not making those 1,000 videos about no man. Every day get up talking about no man. Once I talk about the issue, I'm done with it. I just mention a man based on the issue. So a lot of times I'll delete the video because I've already expressed how I feel about the issue, and I don't like the video about no other man on my channel. So once I say what I got to say, I delete it. I'm not interested in a response because I didn't say it for a response. I said it for what I said, and I'm ready to move on. I'm not into no internet beef with no man, and I'm not in the beef, period, because in the inner city and the black community, beef leads to prison and funerals. So why would I get involved with beefs? I live in Chicago. Beef in Chicago ain't no YouTube shit. You can't get on YouTube or Instagram and beef with these Chiracians. They're going to unalive you when they see you. That's a fact. You cannot beef in this city. That's why you don't see me internet beef, because where I live at. I live in Chicago. Beefs go to the streets for real. It's not staying on the internet. That's a fact. That's why when you going back and forth, I know you ain't from no. I know you ain't really from no dangerous city like that. You not from no city like where I'm from. You ain't gonna never see me beef back and forth on the internet. Because in this city, beefing back and forth on the internet leads to real crime that I'm not associated with. On top of that, if you're a real enemy, beefing with you is evidence on some real gangster shit. I don't need no footprint showing I was beefing with you. If it's that serious, I want to get at you, I'm going to go on the internet and say it's all love, man. I ain't got nothing but love for you. So the police could see that. That's when you know it's, a problem. You know it's a problem when I start leaving things to be the case. That's how you know you got a problem with me. You got a real problem when I go in here and start talking about it's all love, man. It ain't even like that. I got love for you. That's me. Where I'm from, a OG like myself, we always covering our footprints with the police. We always think about the police first. A lot of you brothers, that's why y'all brothers need to stop with the violence and all that. Because when you're dealing with the violence, you never think about your op. You always think about the police. When you're dealing with crime, you don't think about how much money you're going to make. You always think about the police first. And if you think about the police, a lot of stuff you wouldn't do. If you just thought about prison, you'll sit your ass down. If you thought about 10, 20, 30 years, life in prison, you will sit down. You'll be like, I'm not going to prison for life over this. On this internet, throwing your life away. You don't know how serious it is to the judge say 30 years, life, 20 years, 9 years. You got to be standing there before they say 9 years. A lot of times brothers pass out. Then you got to take that bus ride. And I ain't never been to prison, but I can tell you everything about it. And then you get off that bus in the prison. And when they take you off that bus, you hear dudes whistling. Talking about, bring him up here. Fresh fish. I want that one. I want that one with the hair braided. I want that one with the dreads. Yeah. That's what they be hollering when you get to the prison. They be hollering for you to be their girlfriend. What they gonna do to you when you come upstairs? Ask somebody. What they be screaming out that prison when you get off that bus. Or you out here on this internet throwing your life away. When this internet ain't designed for you to be pushing no violence or nothing like that. This is supposed to be for information and entertainment and stuff like that. This ain't for beefing. YouTube is not for beefing. That's not what this is for. You're supposed to know. You don't get along with him, you go this way, he go that way. That's what we trying to teach to you. You go where you go, he go where he go. No, none of this locking in. It's a whole big world out there. Why you keep locking in with the people you don't like? Go your separate ways. We losing so many brothers because of the internet. We losing a lot of people. People is watching people crash out right now on this internet. They filming everything. So anything happen that's going on the internet. If I go out here and somebody sneak punch me and knock me out, they're going to put it on the internet. And then people going to think that's a big deal. When in the streets, there ain't no big deal if you get knocked out. There ain't nothing. Down in the streets, you get knocked out. That's somewhere people try to come with conflict resolution because the person get knocked out. Guess what they think about doing? And it's funny when they get knocked out, but it ain't funny when they respond. And now all of a sudden you say, hey, you didn't have to go that far. Now it's a bunch of slow singing and flower bringing. So that's why I'm telling y'all to stop. This is anti-violence conversation. Catch up with the times. Like, ain't nobody fighting no more unless you live in the backwoods somewhere. Nobody's doing that. It is 2026. Nobody's fighting. Nobody's fighting. Not in big cities, not in New York, not in LA, not in Chicago. I can't speak for every city. But fighting is out of there, arguing is out of there, all of that. All you're going to do is throw your life away, one way or the other. And you're doing it all right in front of the police. It really don't make no sense, and it don't pay. It don't add up. The internet is not for violence and beefing. That's not what this is for. The internet is not for antagonizing people, trolling. You going around trolling, you need to get a life. Because at the end of the day, you wasting your time. You're not wasting nobody else's time. You could be doing more productive things with your life than running around being a weirdo on the internet. Getting some fake pleasure in your mind. But that ain't no real pleasure you getting out of that. You a sucker. Wasting valuable time. Most times you want somebody to see you, they ain't going to see you but a half a second because the content creator's going to block you. Now you got people out here, you got men out here that'll go get 4 or 5 accounts just to keep trolling somebody. Now you tell me that's not a waste of energy and a waste of somebody's life and still get blocked. You done sat up there, the content creators still doing what they doing. You done sit up here and threw away time in your life running around being a weirdo on social media with nothing to gain from it. And see, a lot of these young men, the problem is they get to playing on social media. They develop this negative energy plan. They get out in the world and forget, and they make a mistake, and they show that they make a mistake in the real world, and they exhibit that social media mentality, and they make a mistake and do that out on the world, and they go bad. You get so used to doing that on social media that you make a mistake, and you do that in real life, and they go bad. And I mean, we got it because they started doing it in high school. They started doing it in high school. They be threatening each other. They be disrespecting each other. They be talking about each other's mother, and they really know your mother. They be telling everything happened with your sister. It's just out of hand. Exposing, trying to find something wrong with you. so they can have a exposing video. I couldn't see myself going and doing no type of spy work on nobody to make a video. Oh, look at his car raggedy. Look where he live at. Look, he live with his mama and all this. Like, are you serious? Don't nobody care that he live with his mama. Like, that's his business. This type of stuff that they got men doing on social media, trying to expose another man. Want to know your lifestyle. Like your lifestyle got anything to do with them. It's just, for men, it's just feminine. It's bad. It's bad. Imagine what we got to deal with all these social media men, what we got to deal with out in the streets when their mentalities get messed up on this social media. We're going to have a bunch of young men that can't even deal with the real world. Anytime you got young men bragging because they slept with the other dude's woman, and they think that's bragging. So I got a woman, you sleep with her, you go and say you slept with my woman. The minute you touched her, she wasn't my woman no more. So we ain't even teaching the youth nothing. Now, if I got a woman, the minute she came to see you and you touched her, you did not sleep with my woman. You slept with a woman. My woman is not with you. So the fact she with you, she not mad. So you ain't even teaching them no real player shit. If it's my wife, once you touch her, you did not sleep with my wife. The minute she came to see you, she wasn't my wife. It just ain't official. It's not just official until I find out. But that's not man. You slept with a bust down. You slept with somebody that ain't got no self-esteem. You slept with a tramp. You slept with somebody that don't really care about her own body. Somebody ain't got no morals. That's who you slept with. Because a woman with morals, she going to break up with the other man first. They going to move. They not going to live together. Then she going to go see another man. She not going to be with a man and go be with another man. Not no queen, not no righteous, no really decent woman not going to do that. A decent woman going to want to break up. She going to want to soak that coochie in the tub for a while. She ain't going to let no man run up in her behind no man. No decent woman do that. And I know a lot of women, and they all soak in between relationships. Some of them got a time period. I know women won't let another man have sex with them for 3 months because they feel like they got to sit in the tub for 3 months before they let somebody else have sex with them. I know women, that's their rules. Now, you could date them, but you ain't finna have no sex, no kiss or nothing for 3 months. If it's been 2 months and you meet her, you got to wait a month. That's a fact. I know women believe in soaking after they've been with a man sexually. They gonna soak in a tub. They is not letting no other man, they not doing that. Because they feel dirty. They feel dirty and they feel it's unhealthy. And then a lot of women, they ain't gonna sleep with no man until they vet him. They gotta make sure. I know women and men that will not have sex until they both go to the clinic. That's a new thing. Yeah. They got to both go to the clinic and show each other their results. Don't nobody want chlamydia. Don't nobody want to. Hey, I'm telling y'all something ain't nobody telling you. A lot of people in this new age, like down in Atlanta, Texas, Florida, where this HIV is big, is people will not have sex with you until you go get tested. Because they feel like I'm only 32 and I do not want HIV. Now, I like you. I think we could be a couple, but I got to make sure you don't have nothing because you got to understand she or he might not know they got it. They might not be intentionally infecting you. They might not even know the last person they with gave them something. The future in relationships, before people have sex, they gonna go to the clinic. That's gonna be the future. You're gonna have to go to the clinic. That's the future. And the future for men is once him and the woman break up, no more contact. You can send money for the kids and that, but no more talking on the phone. When I have a child by a woman and we break up and I'm with a different woman, when I call to talk to my child, I do not want the mother on the phone. Put my baby on the phone, put my child on the phone. I don't want to talk to you. I'm in another relationship. I don't want to talk to you. I'm calling to check on the child. That's it. The only time I want to talk to you if the child's a baby and you got to tell me what's going on. As soon as my child is old enough to get on the phone and say, Daddy, I need some shoes, you can tell them what to tell me. Then that's all I want to talk to my child. When I pull up to pick up my child, I don't want you coming out the house. Send the baby out. I don't want you coming out looking at me or nothing. Just open the door, send the baby out. Because I got a responsibility to my new queen. You're not my queen no more. I don't want to have no contact with you. To me, it's not royal. That's not royalty. I'm a pharaoh. I'm an emperor. I'm a king. And I got to act according to royal rules. Just send the baby out. It's all about the baby, right? All right, then send the baby. What is you coming out for? The only time I should be talking to you is when the baby's little. When the baby's old enough, I don't need to talk to you. If they got to have something in school, they could bring the note to me when they come to the car. All of this, ladies, where you with a man and he going over his baby mama house for Christmas and all that, thought he want to go and give stuff to the kids and spend, man, he's sleeping with that woman. Ain't no man want to be around no woman that he ain't with unless he's sleeping with her. Ladies, you better listen to me. If he's still talking to his baby mama and all that, he still want to sleep with her. He's still in love with her. Other than that, we don't want to talk to her no more when we break up. No, man, we don't want to talk to her. For what? Usually the breakup wasn't good, so why I want to talk to you? We broke up. We didn't break up because we friends. We broke up because we wasn't getting along. So let's just keep it just like that. I ain't never broke up with no woman and went back to the last one. If I'm with you and I get with her and I stay with her up some years and we break up, I go to the next, I go to somebody else. I don't go back. Forward ever, backwards never. I don't go back. Never. So the internet, it's not really helping young brothers that much. And you ain't got no G's over here giving young brothers no real, like solid information. Brothers, when you break up with a woman and your heart kind of like broke and you kind of miss her and stuff like that, the only way you going to heal is don't talk to her no more. Stay off the phone with her. Get her out your system. You can't keep talking to her and seeing her. It's just going to make it worse. You got to let it go and give yourself time to heal. Same for the women. You break up with him, let it go. Don't talk to him no more. It feel like you ain't gonna get over, you gonna get over. But the more you talk to him, the more it keep it fresh. It keeps the old relationship fresh. So okay, you break up, you start to dissipating. 10%, 20%, 30%. You talk to him, now you go back to 20%. Now you gotta wait to get back 30, 40, till you get 100%. Every time you mess with them, it draw you back closer. You just all that time you used to separate, you didn't close the gap back. So if you ain't seen her and now you 40% over and then you go around her, now you back 25% again. If you would have stayed away, they went 50, 60, 70, forget about it. But you keep going over, so you keep doing this. Ah, ah. You keep getting emotions for it because you keep going back around her, or you keep getting emotions for him because you keep going around him. You have to stay away and let your mind and your heart heal. You have to stay away. Don't call him. Don't talk to him. Ain't no need in calling, talking about, but you did me like this, and you did. Ain't no need in that. Let it go. You know how the song go? I think I gotta let it go. It looks like another love TKO. Daddy had already told you. You know what I'm saying? I think I better let it go. Doom, 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 doom. Looks like another love TKO. Let it go. It's a knockout. Yeah, baby, it'll take a while to get over them because you might really, really, really love them and miss them. The relationship might have broke up. That might have been a problem. So you got all kind of energy. So it could take a while before you really, really over them. But it'll happen. Because if you would have went back, it would have took 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years. That's all. Most of the time, it's going to take a while until you get in another relationship that's strong enough to replace that one, basically, which could take a while. So a lot of people end up in another bad relationship because they're trying to jump in a relationship to forget about this relationship, but they just jumped into the new relationship that really ain't going to work either. They trying to use the new person to forget the old person, but it ain't going to work. So you can't just be jumping into no new relationships like that. You got to chill. So there's only one cure for that. There's only one cure for all the different mental things that you might going through in the world. And that cure is stacking money. Stacking money is the only cure. Because stacking money occupies your mind. You working, y'all. You got a little job. You working from paycheck to paycheck. Every time it's time for your new paycheck, you almost out of money. You barely got money to get to work and stuff like that. And you get your money, you start all over again. But you go run around here and have pizza with them, run around doing this. And you just broke up in a relationship. So every time you get back home, you think about the relationship. No, you want to get over a relationship. Go to work, come home. Go to work, come home. No movies, no extracurricular activity, nothing. You don't got a really good job, but you ain't spending no extra money. So let's take the lowest number. So when it's time to get paid again, you save $200. That's it. And you say, well, I'm going to feel good about that. Do it the next month, 400. Do it the next month, 600. Next month, 800. Next month, 1,000. Now, the fact that you've been going from paycheck to paycheck, $500 saved, is going to give you power because you ain't never had $500 saved. When you get up to 1,000, it's going to give you more power because now you can see 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So now you sitting still and you stacking. When it's 1,000, when it's 2,000, it's attractive. It'll pull more money. The boss asks you to do overtime. Things are happening. It's growing. Now you enter your economical situation. Your economical situations opens up better doors for your new relationships. But now you got a clear mind with your new relationships because when you meet him or meet her, is this gonna suck all your money away? Or are or is this relationship gonna help you get more money? And now you can make a smart decision about the new relationship. Because you not finna mess up your money for no relationship. The relationship got to go along with the finances. And now you got a new drive, so you don't care nothing. So now your ex that you've been thinking about, you thinking about them, but when you think about them, you think about less money. So you're like, yeah, I kind of miss him or I kind of miss her, but that means less money. So nah, I ain't really want to be with them. So it'll get to the point you think about them, but you don't want to be with them. You wouldn't be back with them if you had the opportunity. If you go back around them, you won't have no flame for them. The flame will be out because it'll represent going backwards, basically. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that's constant is your bills. It's more constant than love. Love come and go. The phone bill just come and come and come. It don't go. The rent or the mortgage come and come and come. It don't go. The car insurance come and come and come. It don't go. The phone bill, your expenses for food, the money you spend at the grocery store, that come and come and come and come and come and come. So you get to the point thinking about having sex with your opposite sex and them screaming they coming, and you thinking you ain't the only one coming. The bills is coming. She talking about I'm coming. Yeah, so is the car note. So is the rent. So is the mortgage. So is the phone bill. So is the internet bill. It's a lot of stuff coming. You just one woman or one man coming, but it's 10 bills coming. So coming ain't really a good thing. It's good sexually. it ain't good in life. We want bills to stop coming. We don't want bills to have no more orgasms. You know, I want my bills to stop having orgasms. I don't want them to come. You know what I'm saying? For real. I don't want to have no sexual relationship with my bills. Okay. I really want to divorce them if I could. Oh myself. So you put everything in perspective, you'll be fine. And don't let this internet, men especially, don't let this internet make you do something that's not masculine. Watch the internet, enjoy the internet, look at everything in the internet, but don't let it make you feminine. Always stay true to what you like when you got to go out in the world. Because men is getting on here doing one thing on the internet and then got to go in the world and face their behavior in the world. And it ain't working out good. Look how much money Shannon Sharpe lost with internet sex. OnlyFans. He lost millions on it messing around with a lady on the internet. Tell me I'm lying. Lost millions on the internet. You show me rappers that chase women, and I'll show you rappers whose careers don't go nowhere. The only rappers that careers go somewhere is the one that might got a relationship and just deal with that, and you don't see them chasing nothing. Drake almost ruined his rap career chasing too many women. It almost totally damaged him. Seriously. He was doing it too much. He was doing it, he was trying to be with too many women. So he was making himself where he wasn't exclusive no more. Seriously. And women too. Like, these men, women, you got to date him for a while and see what he's like. Because a man's going to act a certain way, ladies. He ain't going to show you the real him until he sleep with you a few times. Then you're going to get to see the real him. So, this internet is ruining our sons, ruining our grandsons, in many cases, ruining our fathers and our uncles and our sons and our nephews. The internet is really messing men up. It really is. It really is. So many people's lives is getting trashed on this internet. And unless you're aware of how you function on the internet, you're not going to be aware of other people filming you on the internet. You got to remember, everybody going to put you on the internet. Men, listen to what I'm telling you. When you go out in these streets, how you act, they record, and they're recording everything. As soon as you get in a fight, they turn in their phone on. Anything you do, they turn in their phone on. The internet is very important for you to get used to this. It's very important, men, for you to move and understand that everything is being filmed. Everything. Once you get that in your head, you'll be able to function out here. Everything is going on the internet. You men, y'all better listen to me. Everything is going on the internet. So you got to be prepared for whatever you do, you got to be prepared for that to be on there.